Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I will go with you today together through the speech, through the address to the nation, to Polish nation, that was delivered yesterday's evening by Polish President Andrzej Duda. There are some important things to pay attention to, as always, and just another confirmation of what most of us already know is soon to take place. And before I do this, I would like to ask you to check your subscription, because lately a lot of things are, happening, especially on this platform. As well, if the video brings you any value, make sure before you go, hit this like button and leave the comments down below. I read them all. I have actually 2 great comments for you today that I picked up from yesterday's video. Every other platform is down below. Join me on locals just in case, and join my mailing list free of charge. Instagram is a place as well to follow me, and Rumble, buy me a coffee, PayPal, and that's about it. So let's jump into Duda's address to the nation. Dear compatriots, ladies and gentlemen, 25 years ago the dream of generation of Poles came true. On March 12, 1999, in Independence, Missouri, Poland, along with the Czech Republic and Hungary, was officially admitted to the North Atlantic Alliance. NATO expanded to the east. Let me start with this first, because this is quite a lengthy speech. I just thought independence, the name of the city. What a coincidence, yeah? Coincidence they chosen the name like this to sign this alliance. Truly mocking us, isn't it? So, NATO expanded to the east. Our countries, which 10 years earlier were in the Soviet sphere of influence, now fully joined the Free West. Here we go again, right? This was the real end of the Cold War, the fall of the Iron Curtain. It was an extremely brave, historic decision. Let us remember, however, that it did not immediately meet with universal support and understanding from the entire West. Enormous work was needed, performed by Polish politicians, diplomats, military personnel, and outstanding representatives of the Polish community, especially the American Polish community here. You remember the video I recorded 2 days ago about the letter that Polish descendants who live in the United States, has sent to President of Poland and Prime Minister, new/old Prime Minister Donald Tusk, about not joining this project of war? So he is addressing this, Coincidence? I don't think so. The idea of Poland's presence, it's just my thoughts, by the way. The idea of Poland's presence in the North Atlantic Alliance was excluded from political disputes in our country from the very beginning, enjoying widespread support from the right, center, left. Poland joining the alliance is one of the greatest achievements in our recent history. All those who contributed to the implementation of this great task deserve the highest appreciation and eternal memory. Thanks to this, our homeland is safe today, and Poland's membership in NATO is a symbol of national unity. Well, if some like me, I don't feel that, so I'm not united, I guess. I don't think I'm the only one, but let's continue. Ladies and gentlemen, strong support from the United States was crucial for our entry into NATO, also independent of political colors. We started talks with the Republican administration of President George Bush Sr., and the entire process of joining the alliance took place during the Democratic administration of President Bill Clinton. Every time I hear the names of certain presidents, especially those 2, it's just a lot of stuff is coming into my mind, but I'm not going to comment on this here. This is also the case today. Polish-American strategic cooperation is developing regardless of who is in power in Poland or in the United States. So maybe they should meet with Trump, but they won't because they said no to the request. Don't meet with Trump. No problem, we won't. Therefore, on the eve of the 25th anniversary, that was yesterday, of our joining the North Atlantic Alliance and my visit to the White House, and here's the word, guys, if I mispronounce, please forgive me, I convened a meeting, he called for a meeting, he gathered a meeting of the National Security Council in Poland, yes, to discuss key issues regarding our security with representatives of all political forces in Poland. I watched Poland to send a clear signal, I wanted Poland to send a clear signal that we speak with one voice on these matters. You know what matters, right? Yes. Dear compatriots, Poland is a reliable and proven ally. We allocate over 4% of GDP to maintaining and modernizing our army, the highest percentage in the entire alliance. I've talked about it many times on my channel. I think it's been almost a year now since I started mentioning this. Yes, Poland spends the most of its GDP to be part of NATO. More than is requested, more than is needed. Over these 25 years, we have repeatedly shown that you can count on us. Even when it was necessary to fight shoulder to shoulder with the American army and other armies of allied countries. Here's my question. When was it really necessary? Can you please put in the comments down below? Thank you, guys. In the face of the war in Ukraine and Russia's growing imperial aspirations, the countries constituting NATO must act boldly and uncompromisingly. There is one more sentence very important with this boldly, so let's just continue. Exactly like 25 years ago, we need unity, unity, and once again, unity in key decisions regarding security investments, defense spending, and common support strategy for Ukraine defending itself against Russian aggression. So here he's clearly heading to the topic of every country should send the troops, even though they're already there, but now it should be every country that is part of NATO. That's how I'm reading this. Let's go on with his speech. Today, NATO is sending a clear and strong signal by welcoming Finland and Sweden into its ranks. This is a historical event. I want to ask you here, guys, why you think it took so long for NATO to pull Sweden and Finland into this? And I'm not saying just this process was more speeding up during the conflict in Ukraine. Why you think they haven't done it before that? I would like to know your thoughts. Genuinely. The alliance is joined by countries that have retained a neutral status for years. Yes, so how they were able to keep that status? I would like to really know your opinion on this. NATO is therefore significantly strengthened. However, further bold decisions are needed. Actually, I might use this sentence for the title of this video because this gives you the clarity of what is coming. However, further bold decisions are needed. They're gonna make some stupid, bold decisions, and everyone will be paying the price and the consequences of those decisions, right? In 2014, the alliance countries pledged to increase military spending to 2% of their GDP. The war in Ukraine has clearly shown that the United States is and should remain the leader in securing issues in Europe and the world. Let's just continue. However, the remaining NATO countries must also take a greater responsibility for the security of the entire alliance and intensively modernize and strengthen their troops. Therefore, I believe that it is necessary to increase the level of defense spending. One sec. From 2% to 3% of GDP by all countries of the alliance. I will convince our allies to do so. Before I continue, I want to ask you, because here I had a thought. He's like a promoter, right? He's like promoting this, the spending. So what kind of deals you think they have for someone, I know I'm insinuating something, but I don't think I'm really that far off. If a leader is promoting something like this, do you think he has some percentage of this promotion or no? Just my thoughts. Very, very simple way of thinking. So I will do this both during my visit, like he will be convincing the allies, both during his visit to the United States, which starts tomorrow, and in the following months before July, the next anniversary July NATO summit in Washington. Yeah, last July they gathered on the anniversary of Wołyń massacre. How I could forget that? In my opinion, this is the best response to the threats to global security we face today. Dear sirs, dear compatriots, there is no strong Europe without the United States and NATO, just as there will be no strong NATO without the involvement of Europe. There has not been, and it won't be, a better guarantor of security than the North Atlantic Alliance. Poland is proud to have been part of it for 25 years. Long live North Atlantic Alliance, long live NATO. So, this is the speech, okay? As you know, a few days ago, and I have not talked about it, actually I have to admit and apologize, for some reason I missed that part, but it came back to me like a boomerang, because our Minister of Foreign Affairs, Radosław Sikorski, the one who tweeted, now no more Twitter, X, anyway, he tweeted, it was still Twitter, after the Nord Stream pipeline, poof, he said, "Thank you, USA." So this person, just recently, it was not kind of conference, I think it was more like a gathering, some kind of question, Q&As, interviews. He already said officially that NATO has troops in Ukraine, and he actually is very grateful to those leaders who made such a courageous, brave decision to send those troops. So with this being said, what are we really talking about here, guys, huh? It's just a matter of time. And I'm not fear-mongering, I'm just trying to say that we don't have to participate in this. We really don't have to. It's all about money, it's all about spending more. Military-industrial complex, here we go again. Okay, let's jump to the comments of the day, guys. 2 comments I have chosen from yesterday's video. The first one is from Hero.Ambition. And you say, the obsession of NATO thinking America is almighty powerful. America never won a war. She's a paper tiger. Thank you so much for your comment. And the second comment is from IKLevy4204. Seeing the fear and desperation in the words and actions of Western leaders and their steadfast anti-Russian rhetoric makes me think we are about to witness the biggest geopolitical disaster of our lifetime, sooner or later. Very good comment. I agree with this. And I will attach the video if you care to watch. Maybe just for the body language, if you really don't care to watch, of Polish President Andrzej Duda delivering the address to the nation yesterday, and I will be keeping an eye on this visit in the United States and what's happening there. With all of this being said, thank you guys for watching, thank you for hitting this like, thank you for following me on other platforms, and if you would like to join me on locals, that would be great as well, just in case. Lots of love, and remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. Bye. Bye guys, see you tomorrow. Or tonight, maybe one more video.